So example 4, solve graphically. Okay, so number 1 step was make sure that it's an equation with all the terms on one side, 0 on the other. Okay, we already have that. Second step, make that y equals 2x squared minus 3x plus 2. Okay, third step, graph it and look for where it crosses the x-axis. So use your calculator. Oh, and I made a mistake on this one that I needed to have fixed. I have this problem just a little bit wrong. It's not 2x squared, it's 2x to the third. So again, in your calculator, on the y equals line, you're going to put 2x to the third minus 3x plus 2. Okay, and then you're going to, if you look at the graph, just graph it, you look for the x-intercepts. How many x-intercepts do you see? There's 1, right? It's right about here. So we would need to know the value there. Now, I would not use trace. You know, trace is good, get you close, but it may not be right there on the x-axis. The way to find exactly is go to this, above the trace, it says calc, go second, calc, come on. And number 2 option there is 0, right? X-intercepts are known as zeros. So if I hit 2, now it's going to ask me a series of questions. Right? And we need to know how to do this. We should be fairly fluent at doing this. The left bound means put in an x value which is less than the 0, which means it should be to the left of the 0. So here's the 0. We want to put in an x value which is to the left of that. And you can do that either by moving the cursor like that until you can see that it's obviously to the left, and then hit enter. Now it's asking for right bound. You can, again, move it with the arrow keys, move it to the right, or you could just enter a value of x that you can see is more than the 0. You know, for example, the 0 looks like it's between -1 and -2. I can put in any value. I'll put in 1. Right? I just enter it. I don't need to use the arrow keys. Just enter the x value and hit enter. And now it's going to ask you, do you want the calculator to guess in between these 2 triangles? These 2 here. And if you're okay with where you put your left and your right bound, you say okay. What's that? I used the cursor and I just moved the cursor so it was about there. Right? Can you see it on yours? Yeah, sure. That's good. Enter. And now do the same thing to get the right bound. So if you're okay with it, usually you are, and then that's your answer, -1.4756. I will say that this year the calculus teachers are asking us to have us round everything to 3 decimal places. Right? So in this case, that would be -1.47